So, good morning, everyone. So, this is the start of the hackathon. Welcome in Brisbane. Um, just a short kickoff, 15 minutes. I guess many people already know the routine, but I will do it for the people that are first at the ITF and at the hackathon, and as a reminder for everyone. So, as a general start, we always ask who's first. It's the first hackathon here. Good. Welcome. Excellent. Thank you. Yeah. And then first ITF event are the people here for the first time at the ITF. Welcome again, and I hope you enjoy this week. There will be also some introduction meeting tomorrow, tomorrow afternoon. But well, always drop by my table if you have some questions. If you want to be connected to people, feel free to come over to my table and talk. Um, Because why are we here? Well, first of all, kind of the unofficial mantra of the ITF is rough consensus and running code. So running code, we are here for running code at the hackathon. And so we help to make progress of the standards, but also bring the kind of the open source community vibe into the ITF, the collaboration. And um, and with this weekend, there's a lot of discussion, coding, but also discussion, and bring that also these results back into the working groups. So get new ideas, bring new ideas into the working groups, and in the end, of course, also no, the standards are of no use if there are no running code. So the running code is also important. So test, are the drafts correct? Can I implement the draft? So these are the reasons why we're here for this weekend, and the whole week later on. But also, and that's important for the next generation, we hope to attract new talent, software developers, people from academia, and to engage into the ITF. So there's also another important reason why we're here. Good. So this is an ITF meeting. So the ITF Note Well applies here. For the newcomers, I give three uh, main points of the Note Well. Um, if you have any patents, you should share that. If it's the topic, if you're discussing a topic, you have some patents, you have to share that publicly, or if you have to refrain from the discussion. The other thing is your contributions are public, so everything you present will be public on the website or etc. And the other very important one is kind of a code of conduct, we call that. Be friendly and nice to each other. Okay, and please if you have time, take a note of the Note Well. For coding, so I mentioned already a number of things here. The code is yours, so it's not an ITF. But the discussions and the presentations around the code this week and this weekend, that's an ITF contribution. Think about what kind of license you want to use for the code you write. I'm not an expert, but I have a bit of clue. So if you have some questions, you can drop by and I can direct you maybe to more knowledgeable people or give you some rough idea about the differences in licenses. But think about licenses, about your code. Did I need some other stuff? No, I mentioned this. Important for this weekend is that you publish your project on the Hackathon Wiki so other people can find your project and join you. So there are already 20 plus projects registered, listed in the Hackathon Wiki. Please do so. Also nice for people that haven't joined a project yet and have some talents, skills, etc. You can put your name and your topic of interest on the Lost and Found on the wiki. So project champions can look at that and say, "Oh, you can join my project, and we're happy to help you, and you help us. You are helping us." To check the Lost and Found on the wiki. Agenda for today and tomorrow. Now the kickoff, 15 minutes, hopefully. Well, still good. After the kickoff from Teams, there's lunch around 12:30, and at 6:30, there's dinner, and the room closes at 9. For Sunday, similar, well, not similar, but it starts at 9:30. Rooms open. Lunch will be provided, and this is important. At 1:30, stop hacking stop. Prepare a brief presentation because at 2 o'clock, all the projects can present their results. And yeah, that will be using Meetecho like this. And at 4, it stops. So between 2 and 4, we have presentations. I will come back to that later. For people with remote participants, we use GatherTown, or we have GatherTown. Some groups still use that. It's very convenient for remote groups or mixed groups, hybrid groups, people here and remote. I think we have 50 seats, so if you need it, you can use it. If we are out of seats, just let us know and we can scale them up and increase the number of seats for the weekend. You can also use other tools, of course, for Zoom or what's most convenient for you. This is how you get into the hacking room on GatherTown. Okay. We didn't get any special requests for network, but if you have any special requests, there's some number of tables with switches and an access point. And otherwise, drop by with Charles, myself, and Barry over there. We are the IETF chairs, and we can help you with some network requirements you need, and we can get you in contact with the network team here. Good. The presentations for tomorrow. So every project can present the results, the highlights. So what problem did you solve? Well, that is kind of it's an example outline, but keep it simple. What do you want to communicate? Communicate it effectively in 3 minutes. Okay. So to organize everything, all the presentations, we have a GitHub organization, the IETF Hackathon, and you can upload your presentations to the GitHub, and from the GitHub we all copy them to Meetecho for the presentations. You have to be okay. Let's first things first. So at the IETF Hackathon organization, there's the IETF 119 presentations. So you can upload your presentation in that repository. Let's see. Good. In that IETF 119 presentations repo, there's a README, and that kind of outlines how you can upload or prepare your presentation and upload your presentation. So it's free form, but you can use a PowerPoint template for the slides or HTML. But if you upload the presentation, do it in PDF or in HTML. HTML will be transferred or converted into PDF, but we only use PDF and HTML presentations for tomorrow. And to do so, you have to be part of the IETF organization, IETF Hackathon organization. So please send us to the IETF Hackathon chairs, to the Hackathon chairs at ietf.org, an email with your handle, your GitHub handle, so we can make you a member of the organization. Preferably do it today because tomorrow will be any hectic anyways. Good. Other thing I wanted to point out is if you're an author of a draft, there's in data tracker, there's an additional field that's called additional resources, and you can add implementations, a website, or other additional information to your draft. If you're an individual draft, you can edit that field yourself. It's a working group draft, you have to ask the chairs, but it's very useful. So besides the draft, you can also link, sample implementations, some other documentation, links to websites, and it's very useful. Okay, yeah, there are different number of tags here, and then with the data, so GitHub repo or related implementation. Have a look at it if you're an author of a draft. Also, well, this is a snapshot of an older wiki, but the current wiki also have this project, of course, and also put these links to drafts to additional resources in the wiki on your project. This is useful for finding results or documenting your results and for other people to find this information. Good, I will skip these. Um, Almost done. So on Monday, there's an opportunity for you to present all your results, the projects during the weekend we worked on during the weekend, to the other people, the ITF, all the other ITF participants. It's on Monday evening at 6:30, 7:30. It's the hack demo happy hour. There will be flip overs. Well, in general, I can say there's a good atmosphere. There's a lot of people dropping by for a short chat about your project or interested. There's some snacks provided and there's a cash bar. It's a nice opportunity to share your results to a larger audience. So you have to register on Monday before noon or around noon or around 1 o'clock, just to make sure that we have sufficient capacity for all the projects. So think about it, and I will repeat that tomorrow also to remind everybody. Good. There's a code lounge in the terminal room this time. Um, so you can reserve a table if you want to continue to work during the week on your project. So also find this on the wiki, on the Hackathon wiki, and there's a link to the code lounge, and you can register your group, time slot, and so you can work together in the terminal room / code lounge on your project. Good. Before closing, I would like to thank the sponsors of the hackathon. That's Ericsson as a gold, Meta silver, and CNN, Nick, and ICANN as bronze sponsors. Thanks very much for making this possible, the hackathon, and all the nice dinner, all the nice food that will be served during the week. So that's it. Any questions before I let you go? Excellent. Thank you. Success. And if you have any questions, I'm sitting here in the middle of the room. Thank you. Oh, yeah. I think most of you already done that, and Charles already mentioned it. If you have a project, also put your project on the whiteboard with the table number so people can find you. That's easy for people to find which project people are working on. Thanks.